Hamlet, Act 5, Scene 1. In this funeral scene, Hamlet passionately professes great love for Ophelia. And in his excitement, he ends up competing with the bereaving brother, Laertes. Hamlet's mother, Gertrude, speaks of her son, "This is mere madness, and thus a while the fit will work on him. Anon, or soon, he'll be as patient as the female dove, when that her golden couplets are disclosed. His silence will sit drooping." Here Gertrude sees her son, Hamlet, as passion's slave, being held in the grip of, or under the influence of, a powerful emotional state, and thus a while the fit will work on him. Hamlet himself even concedes to this in Act 5, Scene 2. He speaks, "I am very sorry that to Laertes I forgot myself, and that the bravery of his grief did put me into a towering passion." Hamlet is an emotional skeptic. To make this realization, or to have this understanding of himself, that he had been motivated by an emotional urgency, a desperation to outdo Laertes. In another scene, Act 3, Scene 1, another fit works upon him, but this time, concerning his love for Ophelia, he speaks to her face, "You should have never believed me. I loved you not. Get thee to a nunnery. Why would you be a breeder of sinners? I am very proud, revengeful, ambitious, with more offences at my beck than I have thoughts to put them in, imagination to give them shape, or time to act them in." And then before this, there's the letters, which were with words of so sweet breath composed. But as an emotional skeptic, of course, Hamlet didn't think that's necessarily something to take seriously or to act on. Hamlet is reluctant to trust his feelings as a guide to what he should do. As an emotional skeptic, Hamlet sees that he is vulnerable to emotional distortion, to moodiness, the mechanisms of a faulty brain, and that the way things appear to him might not necessarily be how they really are. He is made to make sense of himself, those around him, and the very world itself with mere illusions, in constant, unsolid seemings, subject to the varying states of his mind or his emotions. This fallibility of mind could have the reaction of Act 2, Scene 2, when at first Hamlet praises human excellence, and then he expresses disappointment. What a piece of work is man! How noble in reason, how infinite in faculty, in form and moving, how express and admirable, in action, how like an angel, in apprehension, how like a god. The beauty of the world, the paragon of animals. And yet to me, what is this quintessence of dust? Man delights not me. Another reaction to Hamlet's emotional skepticism is what the ancient philosophers called eparchy. Eparchy means a suspension of judgment, or the act of refraining from any conclusion for or against anything, in consideration of the misleading power of our feelings on our judgment. Hamlet exhibits great eparchy when it comes to Ophelia, the realities of his father's ghost, and his revenge. Eparchy is an explanation of the great mystery of this play, why it takes Hamlet so very long to avenge his father's murder. Hamlet is an emotional skeptic, and he is vigilant and he is guarded. He remains highly cautious of his instincts, impulses, convictions, and strong passions. And ultimately, he is a great seeker of truth, like Socrates, who once said, "I am wise not because I know, but because I do not know."